today's show, we see what vaping and smoking does to the lungs in your body and how it's addressed on campus. And we take a deeper look into the Albright family coping with a recent cancer diagnosis. And finally, we look at the return of one of Rock Hill's alumni. These stories and more on this edition of Hilltop News. What's rockin' Rock Nation, and welcome back to another episode of Hilltop News. Live from Studio 1060, I'm Ashley Sallaway.
And I'm Austin Reecer.
We have a great show in store for y'all today, but first, Austin is going to catch you up on everything going on around the Hill. Austin?
Thank you, Ashley. This past Friday, the 2023-2024 Employees of the Year were announced at the Ice Out Prosper Pep Rally, with Gabby Semenk winning Rising Star of the Year, Galen Garrett with Paraprofessional of the Year, and Jenna Simmons winning Campus Support Professional of the Year, and Frederick Nickens winning Teacher of the Year. Prosper ISD Floral Design is hosting a fundraiser for Valentine's Day, selling candy, cupcakes, and roses. Orders are due this Thursday, February 1st, and deliveries will be made February 13th. Blue Hawk Student Council has dedicated this week to cancer awareness recognition and education. Today we are supporting lung cancer awareness with white ribbons.
With underage smoking being a common topic since Bill 114 was passed, Yoram Ramirez looks into how Prosper ISD has been applying protocol measures to the campus. Viewer discretion is advised, as this story will be featuring a visual representation of damaged pig lungs.
For 1 year, every day smoking a pack of cigarettes or vaping could nearly kill you. Nurse Nicole Warren has brought in a pair of healthy pig lungs and stimulated smoker lungs for students to be able to see the first-hand physical effects of vaping.
It's really important to me to get the message out about not vaping. I think what you can tell is this is a nice, fresh, healthy tissue, and when you inflate it, it gets good air all the way through. This one doesn't quite get as much air, and when it's there, it traps the air, kind of like emphysema. And then there's disease process that's in there too, and there's actual tumors in there as well.
With underage vaping, damaged lungs are not the only consequence. Officer Turner explains the protocols they undergo when addressing an underage smoker.
Normally, it's administration that gets notified that a student has a vape. We then, the officers, your campus officers, we take that vape and we see what kind of vape it is. We look it up. So we have a test kit at the school that we'll take in the secure office. And then we let the school administration knows that, and then that disciplinary process starts, which could be DAP, but the days can vary from 30 to 60 days.
I think that a benefit maybe is that we are able to intercede and help those kids if we know, versus not knowing because maybe we weren't looking for it. Now there are consequences attached, and there are things that we are putting in place to help those kids.
The PISD community continues to make aware the dangers of underage smoking and implement serious consequences to anyone who is found on campus with regular or e-cigarettes. For Hilltop News, I'm Yoram Ramirez.
While DAP has experienced an increase in incoming students due to underage vaping, they have been able to accommodate this, unlike school districts such as Houston ISD. Houston has experienced such an influx in students being found with vapes on campus that their DAEP schools were over capacity.
In local news, the city of Frisco announced the creation of 3 new traffic signals along Custer Road, just east of Rock Hill, with the closest one being just outside of Andy's Frozen Custard on El Dorado Parkway. These signals are set to be open before the end of the year. Moving on to the state level, the Texas Governor Greg Abbott put out a statement last Wednesday saying the Texas National Guard will be deployed to the southern border, saying that in the statement that the federal government has not done its duty to protect the state's borders. The Oscar nominations were released last Tuesday, with Oppenheimer receiving 13 nominations, Poor Things receiving 11, and Killers of the Flower Moon receiving 10. The Academy Award ceremony will be held on March 10th.
As we have mentioned before, Campus Secretary Miss Albright's husband was recently diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Taylor Redford looks into how this family is overcoming this diagnosis.
Miss Albright is Miss Rock Hill.
Kelly Albright, the principal secretary, acts as the interface for the Rock Hill community and staff. She has been known for her positive spirit that she shares to students and staff on campus.
She's always full of smiles. She's giving hugs, and that's just her personality. She's there to help everyone and make sure they are getting the things that they need when asked.
While Miss Albright is known for her radiance on campus, her and her family received life-changing news just 2 months ago when her husband was diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer, which he's being treated at here at the Texas Oncology Center at Baylor Scott & White.
I collapsed at home. My daughter had come home the previous night from San Marcos. She's a senior at Texas State for Thanksgiving break. We went out to dinner the night before. I felt fine. The next day, I even worked a half a day. It was a Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and that night I ended up passing out at home.
Darren Albright's diagnosis has put a pause on his auto detailing company that he has owned for 10 years, as well as his wife's profession.
My husband was self-employed, and due to the fact of his diagnosis, he just doesn't have the energy to work. And so that's really hurt our family a lot because he was the breadwinner. I mean, I'm good. I do the best I can with what I have bringing in, but for him being the breadwinner, us not having that, it's really hurt us a lot. It's been very stressful. We have had a GoFundMe, and we've had some friends, donate to make sure that we are in our house and we have some bills paid and the lights are on and things like that.
The Albrights have expressed their gratitude for the support they've been receiving from the Prosper ISD community. For Hilltop News, I'm Taylor Bedford.
If you would like to donate to the Albright family, their GoFundMe page will be linked in our YouTube description as well as our Instagram bio. Our last week was our rivalry week against Prosper High School, ending with our boys and girls basketball game. Alexander Jones is in studio to catch you up on all things Rock Hill sports. Alex?
Thank you, Ashley. Prosper ISD will announce a new athletic director this week. This comes after Coach Michael Sane, current assistant athletic director, accepted the head athletic director role in Azle ISD. Executive athletic director of Coach Valerie Little was promoted to the executive director of student engagement back in the fall, but has still been acting as the athletic director for the district. We expect an announcement later this week that Jeff Smith from Plano ISD will be our new athletic director. We sure did have an exciting week in sports, starting off with swim and dive heading out to districts. They did great meet with all 3 girls relay teams, finishing with best times and qualifying for regionals. Also, our boys team was able to qualify in both the medley and 200 free relay, with an outstanding performance from Ashley Petrolis, qualifying in both the 200 free and 100 fly, where she got the 3rd place medal. Now, last week was our rivalry week. We played Prosper on the turf and the court Friday night. Both soccer teams lost with scores of 0-3 and for the girls and 0-4 for the boys. Moving on to the court, the boys had an exciting week on the hill, starting on the road against Geyer, where they were able to secure the win against one of the toughest teams in Texas, 52-41, with a great performance from senior Russell Garcia, who put up 10 points, 6 assists, and 3 turnovers. They took that momentum into this last Friday, where they played at home against Prosper in our crosstown rivalry game. The Blue Hawks played hard out there, but unfortunately we did have to take the loss in this one, 59-54. But our girls, after a tough loss 49-25 at Geyer, was able to take the win against Prosper, 46-42. Our girls and boys will be on the road again this week, playing against Little Elm on Wednesday and close by at McKinney Boyd this Friday. Now, during halftime of this basketball game against Prosper last Friday, the baseball team had Brenner Cox and retired his jersey number. Braden Serenowicz was able to talk to him about what it was like returning to his hometown.
Hello, we're live from the Rock Hill Prosper basketball game, and I'm here with Rock Hill alumni Brenner Cox, who was drafted 4th round in the MLB draft by the Washington Nationals. He's come back for his jersey retirement ceremony. So Brenner, what's it like to be back in your hometown after being away?
It's really great to get back here and see everybody that I came up in school with and just be around all the people that helped me get to where I am today.
Okay, and how was the jersey retirement ceremony? Obviously, everyone here is honoring your success.
It's a really surreal moment for me. I'm blessed. I wouldn't do this, first of all, without Jesus Christ, so I'd like to thank him first. But honestly, it's something that I didn't think would happen when I was younger, but now coming around full circle, it's something I still haven't fully processed, and I'm just really grateful for this moment.
Okay, and how did an athletic program like Rock Hill kind of prepare you for the success that you achieved?
Yeah, Coach Stanton installed in me the BCM mentality, and I really just carried that throughout high school, and everything I do, I really just try and put all my effort and, a blue-collar mentality and do it the right way, and, things will unfold how you want them to unfold if you just continue to work and do it the way it's supposed to be done. So.
Well, thank you very much. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Braden. Brenner has the career records of hits, home runs, runs scored, and stolen bases at Rock Hill. Well, that's all we have for today's show. For Hilltop News, I'm Alexander Jones.
I'm Austin Reecer.
And I'm Ashley Sallaway. Keep rocking, Blue Hawks.